Welcome to HDG classes, and today we will going to complete this particular topic, print function, which is a very simple and easy to understand topic. I know by its name you have already get an idea what this function will going to do, and you are actually correct. This function will help us to print something on the monitor, to display something. Okay, and you will going to use this function a lot while writing your programs. And a very good news to all of you that we have since we have completed some of the major topic, and this is one of them too. So after the completion of this topic, we will move to our practical session. So from today we will going to start our practical session, so that you will be able to understand the topic a very better way, in a very much better way. So without wasting any time, let's move to the topic. Actually, this particular topic is very simple, but there are certain functionalities which are related to this topic, and which are quite important to understand. But yes, with practice you will get to understand these things very easily. But let's continue. Since this from this print function, a lot of output type questions also comes with two parameters are there. You can say end and sep. Yes, there are other tools, other parameters also involved with this print function, but yes, in your syllabus we have only two parameters there, that is end. So two parameters are involved, end and sep, and we will going to discuss these two parameter in details in today's video. So let's start. So as we get to know that this particular function helps us to print something, but what type of statement we will be able to print, or what are the functionalities? So let's start with it. So the first thing that first functionality, you can say that you cannot write a statement here. A statement in the sense kind of a full instruction. You cannot write a full instruction here. An assignment statement like a is equals to 10. If you pass this particular thing as parameter in the print function, this will going to give you an error. I've used the term parameter, and I have already discussed this thing in my previous video, but not a problem at all. I will discuss this thing again. What is a parameter? A parameter is something which we pass within the parentheses of a function. So if I pass something within this, those type of things we used to call it as parameter of the function. Or there is another name which we call it as argument. We synonymously use these particular terms, parameter or argument. But yes, there is a slight difference between them. With the time you will get to know, you will get to understand all this thing. And yes, in details there is a chapter in class 12 working with function, which I am covering. You can go to that playlist and understand what a parameter and argument is. But as of now, you can interchangeably use these two terms, so not a problem at all. Okay, so the first thing that in the print function, if you pass a statement like something like this, a is equals to 10, so this will going to give you an error. Okay, so this will provide you an error, so you cannot write a statement within the print function. So means as parameter you cannot pass a statement. Clear? Now the second point, if you pass an expression, you will get an output. So how it will work, let's see. So let's move to the second functionality. So right now I am discussing the second functionality. The first functionality is that whatever you pass as statement, you will be getting an error. So you cannot pass a statement, a full-fledged statement you cannot pass, an instruction you cannot pass. Now let's pass an expression. Suppose if I write 2 into 4, so this is an expression. Okay, so this expression will first get evaluated. So 2 into 4 is 8. So after that 8 will get printed. Clear? But there is another functionality involved with this particular function, and that functionality is print function by default returns everything as string. Okay, so as we know that 4 into 2 or 2 into 4, whatever it be, the result is an integer number. Okay, but print function by default returns everything as string, so it will return everything as string. The output will come as string, but we won't be able to understand those things. Why? Because you won't be getting that quotes type of thing. But yes, it's a functionality which is being defined within the print function, and that is the print function displays everything as string. So this particular expression first get evaluated as 8, which is an integer number, but it converted that integer number to string and displayed that output as string. So 8 within quotes, but you won't be getting that quotes. But yes, internally it shows all the output as string. Clear? So that is one point. You can say the third functionality. So you can pass an expression, the expression will get evaluated, and after evaluation the result will get printed. Clear? So this one is third functionality. Now let's move to the fourth functionality, which is very much important. All the functionalities are important. We cannot say that this much is very much important or that. Each and every functionality is important, but you need to understand which one you need to use, and that you will be understand once you will be writing lots and lots of program. Okay, now let's move to the fourth functionality. If I pass a string as parameter within the print function, try to understand. If I pass a string as parameter, so the string something like I am the best. I passed a string as parameter in the print function. So what will happen is that this same string will be given as output onto the monitor. So the output will be I am the best. Okay, so again it's a very important thing. So whenever you pass a string within the parameter of the print function, the same string will get printed onto the monitor. Clear? Simple. So if I pass something like congratulations, so I used to work in a company, and there most of my colleagues get permanent after the training session. So a congratulations to all of them. So let me pass congratulations string here. Congratulations to So congratulations to all of you. So as I passed a string within the parameter of the print function, the same string will get printed. The same string will get printed. Congratulations. So since everyone has passed their training session and they are now being the permanent employee of our company, so it's a very good news to each one of you. Very much congratulations and all the very best. But yes, let's move to our topic. The point is, yes, again the important point, since I have passed a string within the parameter of the print function, the same string will get printed. Clear? Fine. Simple. Very simple. Okay. Now I have discussed what I can pass a expression as parameter within the print function. I can pass a string as parameter within the print function. And what the difference I get is that if I pass a string, the same string will get printed, and if I pass an expression, the expression will first get evaluated and it will get printed. Now suppose I want to use both of them. Means I want to pass both the things, means the string, and at the same time I want to pass the expression. Means you can say this print function will now consist of two parameters. So how will I separate these two parameters? With the help of the comma. So again, guys, it's my request, please try to make notes. Whatever I'm telling you, please try to make notes, because notes are very much important for you. So yes, let's come to the topic. So now I will be passing two parameters. Now in order to separate one parameter from the other, I will be using a comma. So comma helps us to separate the parameters. So since good morning, comma. So this is the string, and let me pass an expression 4 into 4. So this is an expression 4 into 4. So this is first parameter and this one is second parameter. Okay. So since this is a string, the same string will get printed. So what will be the output? What will be the output? Let's see the output. So since, as I've told you, if I pass a string as parameter within the print function, so the same string will get printed. So good morning. Clear? Now there is a comma, guys, a very important point. So I have used comma in order to separate this particular parameter from this particular parameter, and this is an expression and this is a string. Now what will happen? The comma will create a space between the first parameter and the second parameter. It will create a space between the first parameter and the second parameter, and that is what sep. I have used this term sep, and we will discuss this particular keyword too. But after a discussion, after completing this functionality of all this of the print function, then we will move to this sep and end. So now, as of now, just try to understand that I am separating this particular parameter from this particular parameter, and these are being separated with the help of a space. So there will be a space between these two parameters. So good morning space 16. So there is a space. There is a space existing within these two parameters, between these two parameters. Clear? I hope you are understanding what I want to tell you. So please guys, try to make notes. Whatever I am telling you, please try to make notes. And yes, if you feel doubt, feel free to ask me, and try to write your doubts on the comment section. And yes, I will try to clear all those things. But yes, please try to make notes whatever I am telling you. Clear? I hope you are understanding what I want to tell you. So yes, we have discussed string, we have discussed expression. Now if I pass a variable, try to understand, if I pass a variable within as parameter within the print function, what will happen? The value which is there within the variable will get substituted. Let me explain you. Let me show you. It will be better. Let me show you. Okay. So if I have a variable a in which there is a number 24, okay, and if I am printing a, what will happen? See, is a is there within the quotes? No. Since it is not there within quotes, so it's not a string. Clear? Is I am doing any type of you can say calculation with a, or is a is involved with any of the expression? The answer is no. So since I am only using a, Python will consider it as a variable. Even if I don't, even if I use something like this 2. So what Python will do, it will try to evaluate this particular expression a into 2. But what it will do, it will simply substitute the value of a with 24. And after substituting the value of a with 24, it will try to multiply that 24 into 2, that is 48. And it will print 48. But what is my point? My point is, if I pass a variable, the value of the variable will be substituted, or the value of the variable gets replaced, or you can say whatever be there within this variable a, the same thing will get printed. The value which is there within a will get printed. Clear? I hope this is clear. No, okay, fine. Now what I have discussed, I can pass a expression, I can pass a string, and I can even pass a variable. So in case of string, if I pass a string as parameter on the print function, the same string will get printed. Clear? Now if I pass an expression, so what will happen? The expression will first get evaluated and the value of the expression will get printed. Clear? Now if I pass a variable, what will happen? The value which is there within the variable, the value will get printed. Clear? And yes, in order to separate one parameter from the other, we use the comma. So let me use these three things: variable, string, and expression. So if I write print hello, and let me declare a variable a is equals to Ram, hello a. Again, I have used comma. Please try to understand. This is a comma. So hello is one parameter. I am separating hello from a with the comma. Now I will be using another parameter. So yes, in order to separate that, I will be using comma. And let me write an expression. It can be anything, a relational expression, logical expression, arithmetic expression. It can be anything. But yes, right, I'm using only arithmetic, so it doesn't mean that only arithmetic can be used. You can use any expression. So let me, it would be better if I use 1 or 0. Okay, so there are 3 parameters, 1, 2 and 3. So this is a string, so what will be the output? So since this is a string, the same thing will get printed, hello. Okay, hello. Now what is a? Is a variable, so the value of a will get printed. So what is there within a RAM is there, a string is being assigned to a. So since what I have told you, that comma by default creates a space, means it creates a space between hello and a. So hello, a space, RAM, again a space, 1 or 0. What will be the result? Obviously 1. Clear? Very good, fantastic guys. So hello, RAM, 1. If you are not able to understand why 1 is coming, I would suggest you please watch my playlist on logical operators, case 2. There I have explained everything in details, so you will get to understand why 1 is coming. So it's quite simple. Again, it's a very simple topic. So I hope how this particular output is coming, you have understood very well. So these are some of the important functionalities which is related to print function. Now let's discuss sept and end. These 2 keyword arguments. These 2, you will understand what keyword argument is when you will move to class 12. But as of now, just try to understand this end and sept. These are 2 keyword arguments of print function. So we will be using this keyword argument in order to make some changes as within the output of the print function. So what are those? Let's start with sep. Okay, let's start with sep. So sep is what? The full form is, you can say, separator. So what separator? So it is separating the means by default parameter, first parameter is being separated by second parameter using a space. But you can change that particular default value by default. Okay, let me discuss sep. Let's start with sep. Okay, simple topic again. It's a very simple topic. Okay, sep. And by default value of sep is space. So if I write print a is equals to suppose 10, print hello, comma a. So if I write this particular statement, print hello a, what will be the output? The output will be hello. No quotes will be there because we know by default print functions return it as string, so we won't be specifying it within quotes. Okay, but yes, when we will be using those things in interpreter mode, then yes, in that case quotes will come. But yes, when you will be using print function, don't try to specify it within quotes. By default we know that print function return it as string. So guys, mind it very well. So hello, the value of a will get printed hello 10. Clear? Now suppose I want to separate the first parameter with the second parameter using special character @. If I want to do so, then I need to change the by default value of sep to @. And how will I do that? I will simply add this keyword argument at the end, writing sep equals to @ within quotes. Guys, it's very important. You need to pass the character which you want to separate the first parameter from the second parameter, or any number of parameters. So if you want to separate all the parameters with character, special character @, then you need to pass sep as the keyword argument equals to and the special character within quotes. It can be anything. You can pass a number or whatever you want. But the point is, whatever you will pass, you need to pass those things within quotes. I hope this much is clear to you. So if I write this particular statement, print hello, comma a, comma sep equals to within quotes @, then in that case the output will be hello. So previously the output was coming as hello space 10. Now the output will be hello @10. Clear? I hope this is 100% clear to you. Now, suppose if I have another parameter, let me include another parameter. Okay, if I write a is equals to Dhoni print grade comma a 7/1. So if I write this particular statement, if I write this particular print statement, what will be my output? My output will be grade, then there will be a space. Since I have not changed the by default value of SEP, so the by default value of SEP is space. So the space will be printed. Great. I am separating the first parameter. This is my first parameter. This is my second parameter, and this is my third parameter. I can pass any number of parameters. Okay. So the first parameter is separated with the second parameter using a space. So grade Dhoni 7. But now I want to separate this same print statement using hashtag. So then in that case I need to change the by default value of SEP to hashtag. Then what will I do? I will simply add SEP at the end using the keyword argument SEP within quotes hashtag. Now the output will be something like this. I hope this is 100% clear to you. Clear? So this is what SEP is. Now let's discuss the last parameter, or you can say the end parameter. But yes, there are others parameter also involved with the print function, but in your syllabus these two things are being discussed, SEP and end. So that's why I'm discussing these two parameter only. Now let's discuss the end parameter. Again, this is also a very simple parameter. You can say keyword argument. And by default, what does end do? It simply ends the line. Ends the line with which type of character? This type of character, \n, and this is new line character. What this new line character is? So after printing the statement, it adds a new line and it moves the cursor to the next line. Let me explain you. Suppose I have two print statements. Print hello. Another print statement, print hello Ram. So I have two print statements. So how the output will be shown? That's the important. It will be shown something like this: hello Ram. Now the question is why? Why the output is coming something like this: hello Ram, in two different lines. So Ram is in first line and hello is in first line, Ram is in second line. But why? And it is just because of this end keyword argument, whose by default value is \n. Okay. So what is this \n is, or you can say new line character? This is an escape sequence. We will discuss this particular topic in upcoming video, so not a pressure at all. But yes, what this \n is, it is simply, you can say, the enter key which is there within your keyboard. It is performing the same thing. So after printing this particular statement hello, so it creates an enter, so the cursor moves to the new line and it prints the second print statement. Clear? But suppose I want to change the by default value of \n to some other value. So same like SEP, you can simply use end here and change its value with a space. So what will happen? Previously the output was coming in the next line. Now after doing this particular thing, Ram will come onto the same line. So hello Ram. And why? It's just because after printing this particular statement hello, after printing this argument hello, the cursor didn't move to the new line. It just stays within that line. Why? Because the end value is now being changed from \n to space. So what's happened? It creates a space between them and then prints the second print statement. Clear? I hope you got my point, what this end function is going to do. But suppose if I write this particular same end, if I write this same end onto the next print statement, then what will happen? And let me change the value as at the rate. Then what will happen? The output will be something like this. Hello. Since I have removed that particular end value, so the by default value will be used. So what is the by default value? The by default value of end is \n. You can say the enter value, enter key. So a new line will be created. So the cursor will move to the next line, and from there it will try to print Ram and then at the rate. I hope you got my point, what I want to tell you using end and sep. So sep is what? Sep is simply, you can say it is separating the first parameter with the second parameter by a value. If you change that default value, then it to some other value, that some other value will get printed between the parameters, means the separating parameters. So first parameter, then second parameter. The first parameter and the second parameter is separated by the value which you pass within the sep keyword. And if you have multiple print statement and you want all the values of the print statement to be printed onto the same line, then in that case you should use that end keyword, and you should pass the value whatever be the value, but whatever it be, you need to pass it within the quotes, and that's all for the print statement. That's only this type of functionalities are being involved within the print statement. So how it is? Is it tough? The answer is no. It's very easy. But yes, you need to understand the concept. So since we have discussed this print statement, and now it's time to move to our practical session. So let's move. But yes, again, before moving to the practical session, guys, it's my request. Today I will try to do a very simple basic program. You can say a summation of two numbers, addition of two numbers, subtraction of two numbers. But the point is, those type of program won't be coming to in your examination. But yes, this type of basic program is actually, you can say, the pillar of understanding how to write a particular program. So I will discuss how to write a program, what type of approach you should follow, what should be your thinking skills. I will discuss all those things in today's videos only. But yes, again, as usual, if you have any doubt or you are not understanding any particular topic, feel free to ask me, or I would suggest you that try to watch my videos more and more time. It will not harm you, but yes, it will help you to understand the topic in a much more better way. And yes, without wasting any time, let's move to our practical part. So guys, let's start with the practical session, our first practical session of class 11. So the window which you are able to see is the interactive mode. What does interactive mode used to do? It simply will pass a statement and you will be able to see the output. That's all. So let's use the interactive mode in order to see whatever we have learned in today's videos, that is the print functions functionality. So let me start with let me write something. So let's start. Let me write print. So as I told you, whatever I will pass as string within the parameter of the print function, the same thing will get printed. So if I pass I am the best, so you will see that I am the best as output. So this blue color string means the output is coming in blue. So this is the output, and yes, you are as you are able to see that I am the best is coming only. So whatever be the string, if I pass congratulations guys for being permanent, all the very best. So see, I have passed a string, congratulations guys for being permanent, and as I told you, my colleagues today just being permanent after the training session. So it's a message. So congratulations guys for being permanent, all the very best. So as you can see, this is a string. So this same string will come as output. See, clear? Now suppose if I pass an expression, so print, let me pass 1 or 0, and yes, the output is 1. But yes, how it's coming, again I will suggest you to look at my watch playlist and access that logical operator case 2. There I have discussed this thing and in details, so you will be able to understand how it's coming. But yes, again, my main point is that if I pass an expression, the expression will first get evaluated and the output of that particular expression will get printed. So print, again let me pass 4 into 2. Now the output will be again simple, it will be 8. So the point is, if I pass an expression, so the expression will first get evaluated and the value of that expression will get printed. Now let me use the variable. So if a is equals to Dhoni, and so I have created a variable a, and within that variable I am assigning a value Dhoni. So now let me print the value of a. So here a is a variable and the value of a will get printed, not a will get printed, value of a will get printed. So what is the value? Value is Dhoni, so Dhoni will get printed. Clear? Now let me use multiple parameters. So let me first pass string hello, then comma a, then let me pass an expression 45 into 2. Now just try to observe that I am separating this particular parameter from this particular parameter using a comma. So this comma is playing the role of that sep. So by default value of sep is, as we know that it's space, so you will see some space between them. First parameter is hello, then there is a space, then Dhoni, space 90. Clear? Now let me open a new interactive mode. Why? Because since due to space problem, I am just trying to open a new window, nothing else. So now let me show you the print and sep. So let me write print and let me write hello and an expression 45 into 2. Now what will be the output? Hello space 90. Now I want to separate this particular two parameters using a @ character. So what will I do? I will simply write hello, then 45 into 2, and at the end specifying the keyword argument sep and the value within the sep as @. Now try to see the output. So what you have observed, in the previous case a space was coming, now in this case @ is coming, and it's just because I've changed the by default value of sep to my value @. So now this parameter is being separated from this parameter using the @ value. Why? Because I have passed this. So I hope you have understood the importance of sep. Now in order to show you the importance of end, I need to open the script mode. There is a reason behind it. So let me write print hello, print Ram. So let me save it, print program, save, done. So see, try to look at the output. I have used, let me minimize this particular, okay, and now just try to see the output. I have used two print statement, and these two print means they are printing the values in two different lines. And why they are printing the two values in on two different line? It is just because of the by default value of the end keyword, end keyword argument. Now if I change this by default value to hashtag, see what will be the output. Hello hashtag Ram. So what happens? By default the cursor was there, and once it found that the end value has been changed, it changed that end value from \n, or you can say the end, to hashtag, and then makes the cursors to be remain onto the same line, and then printed the second print value. Clear? Now it would be better if I minimize it and again run this particular code. And yes, so as you are able to see, this one was the previous output. Now if I remove this particular SEP and paste it here, see what will be the output. Control S, function F5. So see, at the hashtag sign here, not here, and this is being printing on a separate line, and this is being printing on a separate line. Why? Because here the by default value of SEP is being by default value of end is being used, so that is \n, and since that's why RAM is being coming on a separate line, and hello is being coming on a separate line, and RAM is being coming onto the next line. But yes, after that I have changed the value of SEP to my value, you can say hashtag value, hashtag. So there, that's why hashtag is get printed and nothing else. So this is all about the print function. Now let me show you a very basic program, but yes, how to write that basic program, it would be better if we discuss that thing in upcoming video. So it would be better if we discuss a basic program, how to write a basic program, what should be our approach, what should be our logic in order to create. We will discuss all those things. It would be better if we discuss all those things in upcoming videos. So let it be there only. So let's stop our class here. And yes, if you face any problem in print function, so today we have completed everything which is related to print function. I have shown you the practical of it and discussed the theory portion of it. So but again, if you face any problem, feel free to ask me. So that's all for today. We'll meeting you on upcoming video. Thank you very much.